Now I'm going to be going through my official controller settings in Fortnite. As you guys know, they recently added the advanced controller settings with a new update, and I've made a few videos talking about the settings and how they work and some tips in terms of the settings, but I haven't actually gone through my official settings. I've shown you them, but I have changed them a lot since then because it's been nearly a week since they added that change, and I've been messing around a lot with my settings, and I think I found the perfect settings for me, and I think these are probably some of the best controller settings in Fortnite after the new update. So if you guys saw my other videos, I explained how the new sensitivity settings work and how you can find your perfect settings in Fortnite, giving you guys some tips and tricks to kind of find the right sensitivity for you. So today I have obviously messed around with my settings a bit more, and it's been, as I said, around a week, so I think I found my official settings, and you guys can maybe apply these settings to yours and then adjust them to suit your playstyle. So as you guys see, I do not currently use legacy settings. A lot of people do use it, and I was considering using it, but as of right now I'm just using the normal advanced settings. A lot of pros have actually switched back to just using legacy, and I have given it a go, but it just doesn't feel right. So as of right now I'm using the advanced settings. So this is my current sensitivity. So my look sensitivity is 6 and my ADS sensitivity is 3. So I know 3 is really low, but these settings are actually really high. It feels really high anyway, especially the ADS, because this is just for when you're aiming down sights with a shotgun or something. And I've got the horizontal and vertical speeds here, so they are a bit higher to kind of balance it out. So yeah, if you're kind of used to a really high sensitivity, then you can maybe put these in like 7 and 4. But for me, these sensitivities feel really high, so that's what I'm currently using. So I've got a sensitivity multiplier for my build mode on 1.6. I feel like this balances it out really well, because obviously this is the multiplier for your normal sensitivity. So I feel like 1.6 really balances out well, and I think my building is pretty much on point, and it kind of feels how it used to be as well. So I feel like this works really well for me. My edit mode sensitivity is currently at 1.3. I did have this a bit higher, but I realized it just feels a bit high, and I've been messing up a lot of my edits. And as I told you guys in the other video, you just need to mess around with your settings, and that's how you find your perfect settings. You just keep messing around with it, and until it just feels right. So I put this down a little bit to 1.3, and that's what I'm currently using for them. In terms of the look sensitivity, obviously I'm using the advanced options, so I've got 40% and 42%. So you're probably wondering why they're not just both on 40%, why is this one 2% higher? But I put this on 40%, and I just felt a big difference even though it's only 2%. So as I said, I was messing around with the speed, the horizontal and the vertical, and when I was looking left to right, 40% felt right for me. But in terms of vertical, up and down, I don't know why, but when I had this on 40%, it felt really like, I don't know, it just felt really slow. So I put it up a little bit. I put up 1% every time until it felt perfect, and 42% just feels perfect for me. So as I said, you got to mess around with it until it feels right for you, and that's what I'm currently using. I'm currently using 16%. This is what I'd recommend you guys use as well. I wouldn't mess around with these at all, because it's just not worth it. They feel right as they are. I'd recommend just keeping them how they are on the default settings. I recommend having this off as well. I don't really see the point in this setting, and it just doesn't really seem beneficial. The ADS sensitivity then, so I've got both these on 11%, just below the default, which is 14%, I believe, is 16%. Okay, so currently the default is 16%, but I have this on 11 because, as I said, I've played a few games that combine game mode, and I just messed around with my sensitivity, and I played a lot of zone wars as well. And I don't know, when I was aiming down sight, it felt a bit high, so I had to put this down a little bit. And I feel like having them both on 11% felt right for me, so that's what I'm currently using for them. I have these on 0%. I don't really like how these ones work. I just have these on 0%. I watched Face Sway's settings video, and he said something about like having these ones on 0% as well, and I tried it, and I don't know, man, it just felt better, so I just put these on 0. I have this on 0.20, which is just the default, so again, that doesn't really matter too much. You can have that on 0 as well if you want. It doesn't really matter too much. The look dampening time, I put this on 0.10. The originally was on like 0.20 or something, but that was way too high, so I recommend lowering this setting a bit. Have it roughly between 0.05 and 0.15, I'd say. As long as it's between there, you should be good. But as I said, as long as it feels right for you, then you're fine. As you guys know, exponential, everyone should be using this. Linear is just really it's just really stiff. I don't know, it just doesn't feel right. Exponential is a lot more smooth, and your building's a lot more smooth, and you hit your shots more, and it just feels a lot cleaner to play with exponential. So make sure that is on exponential. Obviously aim assist strength 100%, and that's pretty much it. As I said, I do not use legacy controls, and yeah, that's pretty much my sensitivity. I'll go through my binds as well. Well, I'll go through all these. So I have 0.65 brightness, I have obviously my volume on 100%. I have my music down just because it kind of gets annoying. There's all that. I don't use any colorblind settings. Obviously I have my foot controller on. If you guys don't know how this works, I made a separate video talking about the foot controller, so if you're confused with how that works, make sure to check out that video. But yeah, I have that on. Obviously don't use the keyboard. So here are my binds. So I don't think I've changed them since I made the last video, but I want to go through why these in my opinion some of the best binds to use. So I have L3 for my toggle pickaxe, and this is because your hand is always on L3, so you can, whenever you want to pull out your pickaxe, if you're trying to take someone's wall in the middle of a box fight, because as you guys know, box fights are huge in Fortnite. They're really, they're very common, especially in competitive, so you need to pull out your pickaxe and kind of takes people's walls or just anything like that, so it just makes things a bit easier because the default is triangle, but I feel like having it on triangle is a bit out of the way. You just gotta take your hand over control. Unless you play claw, then you should be fine, but I play standard grip with no paddles or anything, just a normal controller, so I feel like L3 works for me. But if you don't want to use that, you could also have this on switch mode. You can have your L3 for switch mode as well, because I used to try that, but I just had it for like a day or two. It just didn't feel right. I just didn't really like it, so I kept this on toggle pickaxe. But if you guys want to, you could put L3 for switch mode as well, because as I said, your finger is always on L3, so you can switch your builds a lot quicker. But personally, this just felt better for me. My edit bind is touchpad. As you guys know, I've been using this for months now. This is my touchpad. I've got a hand cam video coming out soon, maybe within the next week or two, so make sure you guys stay out for that. You guys will see how I actually play using touchpad edit and how I actually click the touchpad button. But yeah, the rest is pretty much default. I haven't touched any of this. What else have I got? Nothing really there. Obviously that's all the same. So here you can see I use a circle for confirm. Now you guys know I use double edit binds. This is because I like to have a different bind for my edit and confirm, like everyone should, because there's less of a delay. You're pressing two separate buttons, so you can press them a lot faster instead of clicking the button again and then clicking it again with the same finger. You can use two different fingers to click touchpad and confirm, touchpad for edit and then circle for confirm. I use two different fingers, so I can just do it pretty much instantly, click them right after each other, and it just makes things easier. So I'd recommend having double edit binds as well. And here are my dead zones. So I have a 0.18 and a 0.15. You're probably wondering why this is so high, but whenever I have it any lower, I just feel that I have like a really like it's always just drifting. As you guys can see, it says warning, very low dead zones can cause drift, use at your own risk. And I tried it on like 0.10, but it's still, there's a lot of drifting, and even sometimes with these settings there's a bit of drifting, but nothing major. So it is fine, but that's what I like to use. I don't want it any higher than this. So I feel like that's perfect for me. But yeah, those are my settings. Let me know what you guys think. As I said, you can maybe apply these to yours and then adjust them so it suits your playstyle, I guess. So yeah, those are my settings. I haven't gone through any of these as well. I already made a settings video though, talking about all these, and I haven't changed any of them. So if you guys want to check out my last settings video, I already talked about all these. I don't need to talk about them again because you guys probably already know all about these. But yeah, I'm not going to go through all this again. These are pretty basic at this point. But yeah, those are my settings. Let me know what you guys think. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and yeah, of course, turn on post notifications, because as you guys know, I've been uploading pretty much daily content for like a week or two now. So yeah, I'm going to keep grinding that out. Thank you guys for the support, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.